Hey everybody, welcome to part 5. Okay, so last time Sayaka, our girl, best girl, got killed. And then Junko, fashion diva, also got killed. And everybody thinks that we killed Sayaka. So time to gather evidence and prove our names. Yeah, and we're gonna start by talking to her. Hey Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something.
Huh?
Oh, what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote the numbers 11037. Do you have any idea what these numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something? Sorry, no. Chihiro slowly shook her head.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even she doesn't know. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? ... No, couldn't be. Let's see what this dude got to say. No way. I seriously don't want to die here. Oh, here. I think I read that last time. Okay. Okay, time to gather some more evidence, I guess. Where to go? I don't even know why I'm like normal walking. Okay, Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. Oh my goodness. This is all a first for me, you know? I don't have a clue. I don't have a first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps me calm down. Maybe it's because you like to eat. So I know I shouldn't, but I've been kinda hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Okay. Ooh, that's suspicious. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or? I'd better see if anyone knows more about it. Okay. Well, she said she was hanging out, so let's talk to her. Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall? Yeah,
totally.
Weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange. A knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Oh, so was it missing from the beginning?
That's
Nope.
right.
Last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared? Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knives disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not! I would never! Hina, do you really think I murdered her? Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. Oh my gosh. It's like talking to a steel trap. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, hold up. Where's the... Oh, wrong... Okay, I think I got it. Okay. Well, when you consider everything together, I have no idea. ... Okay, time to biggity bounce up out of here. So why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you were the culprit? No! You got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. He didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? Huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms? She died because of me, or she's dead because of me? Then, it should have been me that died. Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. If that's really true, then something doesn't seem right. Makufa said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate had my name on it. Huh? This is definitely my room, but the nameplate had Sayaka's name on it. The nameplate on my room and Sayaka's room were switched? So all the effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? Very strange. Mr. Naegi, what was Miss Mizono doing in your room? Let me just say this. I absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room. Do you really think I'm guilty? Oh, where's the trash room? Oh, right here. Okay. I like how that furnace thing like tiptoed back. There's a hatch on the floor. Rattle, rattle. The door won't budge. It must be locked. There's a sturdy gate here. No way to get past.
Monokuma appears!
It's the end of the line. The trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually wind up. How do you get this gate open? No entry beyond this point. Only person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty. No entry. No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Who's on cleaning duty? No.
Go any further.
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. This is stupid. It'd be faster to just go around and ask the others.
No, you can't go any
No,
further.
no entry beyond this point. Only the personal cleaning duty is allowed in. Okay. If memory serves right, I think it's what's his face? Him. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was going to start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. But since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room. Of course, it's my job to gather up all the trash and toss it in the room, or in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge. Wait, hold on. You need a key to get in the trash room? And only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key? What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can throw all our things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So in other words,
anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes black and will graduate unless they are discovered.
So
that must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear, and things will become boring. But boring?
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you bastard.
Hey, fatty. Why'd you want the cleaning duty gig anyway?
Oh.
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal? Liar. I know why you did it.
Is it?
You want to dig through all the girls' trash, looking for, and poking around at it.
There's
What are you talking
way to
about?
think about this in a common sense kind of way.
Okay. What are you talking about? All my love is for 2D.
You know what I mean.
But there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn to... I would never get tired of 2D. Oh. I would never get tired of 2D. Okay. That dude got that Vader, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, after spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi questionable morality. There's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing of it. What?
what?
If you're so innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to. Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you are on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask. What? So now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma, or save the village, or beat a boss. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around. Oh, okay. So easy? So Hifumi and I headed to the trash room. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? Well, you know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying. So, he said, so him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please just hurry. Okie dokie, leave it to me. Hifumi pulled the key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then,
Mr. Naegi!
However, Mr. Naegi, surely you aren't planning on using the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend! You planned this all along. No! I just want to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You wanted to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel universe. Oh my gosh, this dude keeps talking nonsense. Whatever, just hurry up and keep looking. Okay, I see a couple things already. Oh, there's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It looks like a burnt piece of something. A burnt piece. It's a hunk, like a hunk of burning love. Anyway, looks like a piece of cloth, and the shape is a piece of a sleeve from the bottom up, from a button-up shirt. And now that I look at it, that's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left of some evidence the killer destroyed. But there's a lot of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough to by itself to figure out who the killer is. Okay. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. It looks like it used to be some kind of crystal ball or glass ball. Just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand. Is that... Do you know what it is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. Oh, they changed it to 3 wishes. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. Gaze into it and it will show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. I don't understand most of his references, but I got the Dragon Ball one. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should all still be in the gym. I'd better go find out for sure. What? You made me come all the way down here, and now you're not even going to... you're not even going to check it out.
So it would seem.
That's the worst twist I can imagine. That's not the kind of thing readers like at all. What readers? Okay. A green button and a yellow button. That's totally not yellow. And there's no doubt they're related to a big mechanism. Okay, now can I leave?
Why is that?
What am I missing? Oh, this is the incinerator. It's way in the back of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. And it's on right now. Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes,
It's a pretty
indeed.
simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleanup duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was
Fairy?
a fairy. Okay. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Hifumi, do you realize what you just said? Huh? The fairy? No, you said that the last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Ah, yeah. About that, there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on them. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate, it should be possible for the incinerator to be on. And yet, so that means someone was able to switch the incinerator, switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how is that possible? Okay, now I think I can leave. Okay, this whole thing has been strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off, and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't here.
Completely unfortunate.
Oh, and... Okay, whatever.
Unforgivable.
What does all mean, Mr. Miyagi? Will you be confessing soon? Why me? Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. It sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. Okay. Jim. Oh. Hey, Hero, can I ask you something? No. I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out of here. I've had enough. Gotta break free. Hero, snap out of it. Huh? Makoto? What are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? That's my crystal ball. But it's all smashed. What the heck?
What the heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break? Or so how did it break? Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Oh my goodness. Did that guy really dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillar of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled the crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you. Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Thanks, Hero. That's all I want. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything saved up from fortune telling for two full years. Came out to be like $1 million. $1 million? That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Okay. Where to go next? So I know there has to be some more evidence. It would probably... Yeah, oh, wrong thing. Oh yeah, I had it right the first time. Oh, let's talk to, dude. Okay. Oh, there he is. Do you have a second, Makoto? I've uncovered something most unusual. The door to every dorm has a nameplate on it to show whose room it is, right? Well, it just so happens. Wait, no. You might be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything. Forget everything I just said. Forget, Beam. Sorry, just a little joke. Even I do joke sometimes. Ha ha ha. Okay, I already know about the nameplates, dingus. Okay. Okay, nothing here. Yeah, I am totally lost. Oh, let's see what she has to say. To kill someone just to save your own life, and I've been living with someone like that. I think I might vomit. But is Monokuma, but is what Monokuma said really true? Did one of us really kill Sayaka? If the mastermind really was going to get involved, they would have just killed us on day one. That's a good point. By the way, how's your investigation going? I already told you I don't do blood, so I don't plan on doing any investigating. Besides, I already know who did it. After all,
very suspicious.
After all, where was Sayaka killed? In your room, right? What more proof do we need? We already know the truth. She really doesn't trust me at all. Okay. Let's see what this dude has to say.
Very strange.
So why was Sayaka... we already went through all this. Okay. Is he...
Seems like...
Oh, he's still gonna say the same thing about the nameplates. Okay, where is everybody? Okay, let's see what what's-her-face has to say. So, do you have any clues or anything? What kind of clues? Let us just agree we do not know who the culprit is and leave it at that. Whatever secrets I do have, I don't intend on revealing anything until the class trial. Okay then, do you have any suggestions for where I should be looking?
Well...
Ugh, so annoying. Must you fumble around fishing blindly for clues? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to give you a little hint. The scene of the crime naturally, but I think the trash room is worth looking into. The trash room is the perfect place to destroy evidence. However, there is one little problem, which is
As for me...
the place is filthy. I would rather die than set foot in there. I am trusting all of you to conduct a thorough investigation on my behalf. I think I just figured something out. Okay. Where should we go? I guess here's good as any. Yeah, so We totally did not look at Sayaka's DVD. That's my room. Oh! Why did I click on my room? Oh, Toko. Oh. It's confusing. There we go. Like, my brain was like messing up. Cause I'm like, okay, there can only be one thing in the trash can. Yep, the DVD with Sayaka's name on it. Sayaka got really upset after seeing whatever was in that video. I wonder what did she see? It might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out. I'm sorry, Sayaka. I need to borrow this DVD. But yeah, I was trying to get to Sayaka's room, but I kept going to my room because the nameplates got switched. Okay. Pretty sure it's here. Oh, well, I was right about one thing. It is here. I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then an image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert, and standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well, Sayaka. She was there along with her friends she said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speaker.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly the screen went dark. And in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. Her friends were dead. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. And what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight.
Wow, Monokuma's been busy.
For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Look for the answer after graduation. Without warning, the video cut off. What the heck? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Oh, looks like I found all the clues.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. Wow, this is a little cramped. You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are. Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. Okay. So they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka is. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Okay, let's see what everybody has to say.
Why?
So whoever stuck us here even took the time to set up a gosh darn courtroom, huh?
Impossible.
Darn, we really gotta go through with this class trial thing, huh?
You know?
If you want to confess, I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it. Let's get started.
Hey,
there is no point in standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, in the end I wasn't able to do any looking around or anything. Is this really how Sayaka would want us to find out who killed her?
What the heck?
I can't help but wonder what whoever killed Sayaka is really feeling right now.
Got it.
Relax, I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit just yet. Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way. Well, do you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? Being so insistent, even though you obviously killed her. Very impressive. Okay. Well then, the time has come. Are you ready? So the school basement has come to the darkened stage. We're all here to bear witness to Mr. Naga's final curtain call.
you know what I mean.
Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out. Okay, I think that's everyone. I guess I have no choice but to get to this elevator.
Well,
Let us begin.
Yes,
Good idea.
Indeed. Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before. But it's up for you to uncover the mysteries surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raise my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the door closed and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with a heavy clunking sound toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when its time finally comes.
Oh.
Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. No! You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close. It's total crap.
Well,
Okay. Everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now. Hurry up. We did what he said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see each other, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer the tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seems to grow heavy as we sat there. And so the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Do I want to save? Yes. Oh! Let's set skills. Okay, increases your truth bullet rate of fire, effective during the non-stop debates and bullet time battle final strike. Okay. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Okay. Oh. Huh. I guess that's it. Okay.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hands.
He's dumb.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Oh my goodness.
Friendship penetrates?
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
Huh. Yeah, that's suspicious.
Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
Okay, it's about to begin the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me, everyone's lives are on the line. Would you like to hear more? No. I got the basic gist.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, it's wrong!
Yeah, I guess they start things easy.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Oh my gosh. I don't like when people state the obvious. And we need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon!
So the killer used some random knife they had on him. How could anyone do something like that? That son of a bitch!
Hold on, I feel like I heard some. I feel like what I just heard is different from what I already know.
So what was used to kill her? There was some kind of without a doubt. So the
Killer used some random...
No, that's wrong!
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us?
Where does that get us?
I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not gonna change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere, just waiting for us to find out. Because I know darn well I'm not the killer.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret when nobody was in the dining hall. And then he went and stabbed Sayaka with it.
So he really did do it.
Yes, and it's been decided. We've reached the end.
I didn't take the kitchen knife. And no matter how many times I repeat myself, you won't believe me. If only there were proof.
So I guess there's no question, but where does that...
Makoto did it in secret.
No, it's wrong.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking... Oh, so you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other? Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
She does have a point.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that
Yes,
out
you
loud?
did.
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife, so I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife? Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall. No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's... Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking. I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
I'm pretty sure that's what me and Sayaka figured as well.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here? Are you talking about?
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was...
I got it!
Yeah, that was obvious.
Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
But she had the sword in her room. So it's like... Oh, overkill?
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all!
No, you're wrong!
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
Oh, wow. I can't believe they're rounding back to me. But I'm pretty sure there's more evidence.
You possess a most terrifying talent.
If only he knew. Darn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Hangman's Gambit. But yeah, she's talking about the dirtiness, right? Well, something that should have been at the scene but wasn't. That must have been the crucial point. If we could just figure out what that something is. Hair. Yep, hair. That's how I do it.
Now I understand. That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yeah, that's kind of obvious.
Yes, very true, very true. Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
Ooh, I want to hear these.
I would like to hear these reasons.
You go, girl.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Oh. Okay, the killer struggled getting into the bathroom. The evidence that proves it was... Yeah, it had to be this.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
You won't know if you weren't messing around in the gym.
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded.
Oh my gosh.
Hopefully that will help you understand.
Ah, look at that smug look on her face. Like Kyoko said, it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn. Okay, I wonder if this is where they introduced what's it called, white noise.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
And finally, the culprit had Sayaka cornered.
And to finish the job, they stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
It was you, wasn't it, Makoto? Admit it. We already know the answer.
It's obvious that my bathroom door wouldn't open. But the real reason for that is...
The incident took place in Makoto. Sayaka was first attacked. She then fled into the...
Then the killer ran, and they got into the bath.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door because Sayaka had locked it.
There we go.
No, it's wrong. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, you gotta lift and pull.
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door. That's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
One important detail. Something the killer didn't know. For some reason, they were convinced the door was locked, which means the important detail how the killer didn't know was the crime took place in my room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms.
Yeah, because the nameplates.
Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
That is so annoying.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms? Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
That was kind of rude. Like, everybody's just, I don't know, dunking on her because she's such an airhead.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Oh. Yeah, especially because Sayaka had Makoto's key, and the keys had the names on them.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Oh my goodness.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
The reason there's no way Sayaka invited her killer into the room, I already have the answer. Okay, I want to lean on this. The nameplates on the doors to Sayaka and Makoto's room will switch. Switched at some point. Oh, hello, Ethereal. Yeah, so I did not see that. Did I say that right? Okay. Let me see. Let's just go with this. Oh, so that's happening. No, I mean... Okay, give me a second. I'll be right back.
Danganronpa.
Guess who's back? Back again. Okay, yep. Ryu's back. Tell your friends. Okay, working. No, I mean, maybe not. Mr. Naegi, you dispute my statement, so let's hear a reasonable, believable reason why I'm wrong.
Shoot!
Okay. Looks like I just embarrassed myself in front of everyone. Okay, why would she? Hold up. Evidence of a struggle? Okay. On the night of the murder, Makoto and Sayaka traded rooms and room keys. When the victim was discovered, Makoto's room key was also found in Makoto's room. Sayaka's wrist. Her wrist had been fractured and her wrist was glittered at the injury. At the injury's location. Oh, come on. Really? I'm gonna lose. Okay. Oh man, okay. Let me think. Okay. Why would she not have let someone into her room? Okay, a piece of burnt cloth was found next to the incinerator. Apparently, it was covered with noticeable blood on it. There is apparently a trash room within the school. It's blocked off by a sturdy gate that can only be opened with the trash can. Oh my goodness. Okay, the victim was Sayaka Mizono. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. The death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen, and her right wrist was pili fractured. Okay. I'm just losing all my lives here. Come on. I don't know. Oh! Okay.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open the door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching rooms?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Ooh.
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appear.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
Oh my god!
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Okay.
Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't.
But of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Ooh. Then that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Huh. If you say so.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention. Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes, we did.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
The reason the killer went to my room and not Sayaka's despite what the note said, it must be because...
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, it specifically says, my...
I see. Then they would have gone exactly.
The room.
Okay.
No, it's wrong.
Yeah, I'm just like, I cannot afford to lose any more life.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right.
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates.
I got it!
Yep, that's right, 3 hearts.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Yeah, pretty brilliant, I guess.
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
He's not that smart.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Well, the reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because... Makoto took this from the gym entryway and put it in his room. The sword was found. The middle of the sword was missing. Some of the gold. Wrist has been fractured, but her wrist was glittery. Okay.
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It is.
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? And what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. Okay, there we go.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Okay. The sword was used first and then the knife came afterward. Is that really the order of events? That leads to some unexplainable detail.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt.
I think I got it.
A sword-based sneak attack.
What?
Shoot!
Oh, come on.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow. Sword-based sneak attack.
Shoot!
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed, and that's when the first sword-based sneak attack.
No!
I'm gonna get a game over.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Huh.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you are going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
That sounds like overkill.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Her broken wrist. The palms. Okay, I almost...
You're talking about her palms, right?
That would've been bad.
The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Yes, that is exactly why.
No, that's not it at all.
Yeah, the water was off because water water gets shut off at nighttime.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Why would you think that's a compliment?
Insult, obviously.
Yeah, why would you think that's a compliment?
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Yeah, it was Sayaka. Yeah, 3 hearts.
Sayaka?
That's right, 3 hearts.
She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
Yes.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior.
He's not. He really isn't.
I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument!
I was half expecting that thing to pop up because, and then, you know, it would pop up and be like, because she didn't do that or something.
You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really over? Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
Die! Die! If we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
Oh, wait, no, hold on. That's right, there is still a clue left that can lead us to who killed her. Sayaka left it behind. Okay.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong!
Kinda sucks that those don't give us hearts back.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Okay, oh. Yeah, there's no question that Sayaka wrote that message. I could prove it. Yeah, left index finger, I believe.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure, I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not...
Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
Okay.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Darn it, it's no use. I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it? I think maybe... Leet. Leet speak. Leon.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right on to who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
It's like his dying message revealed the real killer's name.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N.
Okay. I think that this is a good place to stop as any. Yeah, so I'm just gonna, hurry up and save. And we'll pick this up in a couple days. Yeah, and if you guys are on Twitch, be sure to hit that follow button. If you guys are on YouTube, be sure to subscribe. And I'll catch you guys next time. Stay tuned, and I will see you soon.